More details about the sprint. The sprint is a time box of 1 month or less in which a potentially deliverable product is created. The following logic is essential in the structure of sprints. Is it easier to think about what we will do in the next month or what to do in the whole year? Of course, it's much easier to make a short-term plan and reschedule after seeing the result. In this way, the effort you spend on planning will be less. The purpose of the sprint is to get the Scrum team to focus on a specific goal. Sprints are used to achieve a goal. It allows the team to focus on the project goal without distraction or interruption. Suppose there are different projects running simultaneously in a company. When team members are allocated to different projects throughout the day, there will be no results. In the Scrum approach, team members focus on a single project and work to produce at least some value. In summary, Agile approaches focus on finishing rather than getting things started. You can view sprints as very small projects. Thus, in small time intervals, it will be possible to produce results that the customer can give feedback on or use directly. During the sprint, the Scrum team may notice things they didn't think about beforehand. In other words, if the Scrum team realizes that the sprint goal is bigger than they expected, they can negotiate with the product owner to reduce scope, but never compromise on quality. Reducing scope will mean adding newly noticed content to the product backlog for future sprints. A similar situation applies to the sprint duration. Sprint duration should be set not longer than 1 month. In practical application, sprint durations are generally preferred as 2 weeks. Achieving potential outcomes with 2-week cycles will facilitate the establishment of a routine within the project. If the sprint goal is found to be greater than expected, the sprint duration is not extended. The new content is saved as a product backlog item for future sprints. The sprint duration does not have to be 2 weeks. Different sprint durations can be used throughout the project. The sprint duration can be decided within the framework of negotiations between the Scrum team and the product owner. However, consider that different Scrum teams use different sprint durations on a large project. The production of outputs that need to be integrated with each other at different durations will create irregularity in the project progress. Conversely, having teams run sprints by agreeing on a common sprint duration will create a way of working in sync between teams.